Damn GoPro keeps turning off. They moving up. What's going on, guys? Captain Cody Davis here. Welcome back to another episode of Tight Splice Charters. As you can see, not on Lake Okeechobee this morning. I actually have a day off. Actually have 2 days off back to back, which is crazy to me right now. I haven't had this in a couple of months. Super awesome feeling. I'm in no way, shape, or form complaining. I'm not bragging. Super grateful, super thankful for all the trips I've been having, all the customers I've gotten, all the great people I've met. And I don't take a single trip for granted. Thank all of you so much who subscribe to the channel, who watch my videos, love my content, leave all the positive feedback. And thank you guys most of all who actually pick the phone up, give me a call, and book trips with me to come out here on Lake Okeechobee. Real quick, I'll kind of touch base on some stuff. Been super busy, like I just mentioned. Sometimes it's taking me a day or two to get back to people. If you guys give me a call and leave me a voicemail or shoot me a text, I promise you I have gotten it, I've read it, I've listened to it, and I will get back to you. I've just been a hamster on a wheel. I just haven't stopped. When I get home, I got a bunch of stuff I got to do. You guys see the farm animals and the new house and all that, so I haven't stopped. Today's my day off. I have 2 days off, and my list is 3 pages long on stuff I have to get done. So just bear with me. I will get to you. I'm one of those kind of people where if I'm not sitting in front of my calendar with a pen, I don't want to shoot you guys a text. Yeah, I'm open. Sounds good. And double book a trip or something. I need to be sitting down in my office to book you guys down. So just bear with me. If you guys call me and I don't answer, I've got the message. Leave me a voicemail or a text message and I will get back to you. But other than that, thank you guys so much. And sorry I haven't been putting out as much content as I was. Obviously, I'm much busier now. We are in the heart of busy season, so I haven't had time to get out there and shoot any content, really, for myself. Hopefully that's coming here in the near future. Hopefully I can sneak in some days, some personal days to get out there and do that, because I love doing it. I love making the videos, and I'm going to keep trying to do that. I did read each and every comment I got from all of you guys on what you guys wanted to see on this channel, and I got a lot of great ideas as far as video ideas, and a lot of them I'm surprised I didn't come up with on my own. I read all of them. I got a lot of private messages on my social media pages as well for some good stuff. So look for all of those ideas to come. I'm gonna go out and try to make those videos that you guys want to see. I just gotta wait till I'm not as busy. Thank you guys for everybody who commented, and I'm gonna try and get to all of those for you. But a couple of things to talk about this video. I'm gonna have some. I think you guys just watched some fish catches I had on the lake. This is gonna be a fishing report, and this is gonna be my predictions on what the Major League Fishing Big Five, which basically took the place of the FLW Tour, what's gonna happen here on Lake Okeechobee. They are here this week. They're out there practicing right now, and it's gonna be my predictions of the tournament. But before we get into the fishing report and the tournament, real quick, not a sales pitch, but it kind of is. This Ranger boat right here, it's a 2018 520L Ranger with a 2018 Mercury Pro XS on the back with 270 hours on it. This is my wife's boat. She was with Ranger for a long time, but this boat is for sale. If any of you guys are interested in a very well kept up boat, my wife babies her stuff. She's not one of those people who gets in the boat and has to do 75 mile an hour. She doesn't run the motor hard. I guide it out of this boat, so a lot of those hours are guide hours. Those of you that have been in the boat with me, you see I'm not hard on my stuff. 270 hours, I could probably tell you I put 100 of those hours on this boat, and I don't ever run this boat run it above 4,800 RPMs, especially when I'm guiding. No need to. So this boat's been babied. It's been kept under this boat shed here. I literally took it out yesterday to guide out of it because the worst thing you can do for a boat is let it sit. So I might have added an extra hour on there or something, not sure. But this boat is for sale. You can check it out at Bass Boat For Sale. It's probably backwards on the phone. bassboatforsale.com. It's listed on there with all the specs and everything, the price and all that. She switched everything around. I don't even know. But it's a great boat. It's fantastic. She just wants to get something newer, hopefully. So if you guys are interested in a 20-foot Ranger, this is the one to have. It's even got that McMillan Luck in it. It's had a wrap on it since day one. Cool boat. So that's number one. Number two, I already apologized for the lack of content. Let's move into the fishing report. Be 100% honest with you guys. We'll kind of go back the past month. Lake Okeechobee's been difficult, okay? There's no reason to lie about it. It's been a grind. The big fish are here. They're there. I know I'm around fish, but it's been tough. They've been in kind of a weird mood, at least on my boat. It's just random. You'll fish through an area and not catch anything for 2 hours, and all of a sudden in 15 minutes you catch 25 pounds, and then the rest of the day you don't get a bite again. Or you only catch 5 fish throughout the whole day, but they're all over 4 pounds, but each bite is 4 miles apart. Stuff like that. That's how it's been for me. I'm not sure what's going on. Usually when the lake's tough like this, us locals, us guides, I don't want to say we have an excuse, but there's a reason for it. Whether the water temperature dropped real low, we've had variable winds in all different directions, which have muddied up the lake. The water's too high, the water's too low. In my opinion, the lake looks the best it's looked in I don't know how long. Everything's beautiful. Yes, if you're on the outside, the water's a little dirty, but that's not where the fish are right now anyway. They're all the way in the back wanting to spawn. Everything's clean. The bottom's clean. Bottom's hard. There's bait everywhere. It should be a smash fest. It should have been for the past month, and we've been catching some big fish. I had one client catch one just under 9 pounds on a Gambler Big Easy on top water, so who doesn't love that? Been catching some nice fish in the mats. Been catching fish doing a lot of different things, and like I said, it's been random. I don't even really have a presentation to tell you guys what's been working best, because one day it's punching mats, the next day it's a Big Easy, the next day it's a swim jig. The only thing I can tell you guys from my experience out here in the past month, it's been covering a lot of water. All right, fishing your baits fast, moving your boat slow though. When you get in a key area, slow the trolling motor down, take your time and fish through it. But I've been ripping my baits very quick, whether it's been a chatterbait, a swim jig, even a poppin' frog, or that Gambler Big Easy, something that's going to get you that reaction bite out of those fish. But making multiple casts to an area has been key for me. Fishing spawning flats, or areas where these fish are going to move into spawn. Like we call them football fields, just big expanses of grass and clean water with hard bottom. If you have bait around, shad flicking and things like that, that's been a bonus and been a big key as well. But that's kind of been the name of the game, covering water. I'll fish through that area 2 or 3 passes, catch what I'm going to catch, pick up, and I'm off to the next area. Just kind of had a little bit of a random milk run I've been doing. Like I said, sometimes my bites have been 4 and 5 miles apart, and that's just the name of the game. That was kind of the report for the past few weeks. Now, what happened was we had a big freeze here in Florida. Woke up to take my trip the other morning, and it was 29 degrees. Actually, I had to scrape ice off of my windshield for the first time in I don't know how long. Pretty crazy, but what did that do? It didn't really change the fishing as a whole, but it brought in a new wave of fish. Okay, all the fish we caught that day, the day after, and the day after that, bright white bellied fish, and what we call that are lake fish. We call them lake fish. You guys will hear me use that terminology here on this channel. And what that means is, we're fishing in the grass. When these bass move into the grass and they're here for a couple weeks at a time, they'll get like a green sheen to them. Whereas those pelagic fish, as I call them, that live out there in the lake roaming around looking for shad, when they move into spawn, their bellies will be as white as a sock. The tops of the fish will be really dark, but they'll have these big fat white bellies on them, and those are the fish you're targeting. Those are lake fish that are moving into spawn, and they're never alone. So that was a good sign when that happened, and I remember telling my clients, hopefully you guys are watching this because they were, clients that found me here on YouTube, telling them this is a good sign. This is a brand new wave of fish. Fast forward a couple days after that, and right now it's August, basically. We're in the middle of February. It's 85 degrees. It's steaming hot, 100% humidity. Kind of, quote, miserable, weather. It's steaming hot, and but what's that doing? That's raising that water temperature every hour, okay? And these fish are coming to the hill. They are coming up here to spawn, and as of just a couple days ago, it got right. All right, it's almost a completely different lake. I had a trip yesterday, and I saw over 35 fish on beds. Water temperatures in the low 70s to very high 60s to low 70s, pretty much everywhere I ran, and I covered a lot of water yesterday. Like I said, I've been burning a lot of gas on these trips, and seeing some big fish roaming around. A lot of males locked on beds. I only saw a couple of nice females locked on the bed with them, but you could see the females just kind of meandering through the grass. It's getting right. Had a trip fished a tournament the other day, and what happened was we had kind of a big rainstorm come through, and it was just windy and overcast and this and that, and it was a slow bite. I could tell you at 2 o'clock I had 0 fish in the live well. After 2 o'clock, after 1 o'clock, I should say, it turned into August. That's when the wind died and our hot weather hit, and all hell broke loose. I didn't have the GoPro running because I had such a slow day all day, and it was raining. I just put it away. But I ended up putting 17 pounds of fish in the boat and breaking off a 6 and a 7 pounder in the last 30 minutes of the tournament. Thought I had stumbled across something really special until I got to weigh in, and that happened to everybody who was fishing all the way down the lake. They moved in. The water temperature got to that magic number, and everyone smashed them. It was something really cool to see. Caught all my fish, staging to spawn, just throwing a gambler burner worm and dead sticking it in some hydrilla and some eelgrass. The guys that won it were catching them on a frog. The other teams that did good were catching them on a swim jig. So at the end of the day, the lake just fired off. Had a trip the next day, went right back to where I left those fish. They were still there. Caught the hell out of them. Some really nice fish, 4 and 5, 6 pounders. Big, fat, white-bellied fish. So here's the deal. Lake Okeechobee, I really, truly think it's going to pop off. It's going to fire off here for these MLF guys that are here. So we'll move into my predictions of that. I'm sticking with the weight of 87 pounds to win this tournament over the course of 4 days. Part of me says that they could possibly break the Century Club. That could happen. It honestly wouldn't surprise me, but the lake is still kind of fishing small, and that's kind of the deal. I really think no one's going to be left alone. I really think none of these anglers are going to have a body of water, an area of the lake strictly to themselves. But whoever can dial in the deal within the spot, maybe there's a certain little nuance, like, maybe everyone around them's throwing a chatterbait and this person's dead sticking a Senko-style bait. Whoever kind of dials in whoever dials in the juice within the spot, I think is going to excel and, do better than everyone around them. If someone can be left alone on a pile of fish this week, they'll win if they can find a good group of fish. That's kind of my predictions. As far as, that's kind of general, but that's just what I think. As far as like presentations, what's going to win? Is it going to be a frog? Is it going to be a chatterbait? Is it going to be punching? That I truly don't know. The lake's just it's going to be at that magic water temperature where you're going to see a ton of different techniques play in this tournament. And the thing is, we have so many anglers from all over the country that are stronger in other areas, that this guy might be a good chatterbait fisherman. This guy might excel at throwing a frog. This guy's a great flipper. That I think it's all going to play. I think, it's all going to be who just is in the right area at the right time. 87 pounds, that's not shabby fishing whatsoever. As long as these guys don't stick everything that bites in practice and wear everything out, I think it's going to be a great tournament. Someone's going to catch them sight fishing the first day, but sight fishing just never lasts for 4 days on this lake. The water's cleaning up very well. You are able to see them. So someone's going to catch a huge bag the first day of the tournament on a bed. I just don't know if they'll be able to back it up. One bite I don't see happening. I don't think you're going to see like the McMillan brothers punching a 2-ounce weight into Hyacinth mats, catching a 35-pound bag. I don't see that bag happening. One, a lot of our mats are sprayed and killed. And two, with the water temperature coming up, I really think those fish are going to come out from underneath the mats and go out on the flats and do their thing. It could happen. Someone could catch a big bag in a mat. I just don't see that happening. But everything else is fair game. You might see people out on the outside throwing a rattle trap for schooling fish. I could see that happening. Everything. Flipping a big jig on the outside for fish, another wave of fish that's staging to come in. That could win the tournament. A chatterbait, the water's going to be a little warm, but it could definitely happen. And you might see people that are running and gunning, catching 30 pounds, and you might see a guy who never picks his power poles up all day, fishing one little pocket of spawning fish, do very well also. It's going to be one to watch. It's going to be one to keep up with. I really hope the lake shows out. I really think it's going to. It's been under a lot of criticism lately that the lake's dead, the lake's this, the lake's that. Coming from someone who's out here each and every day, the lake looks great, the bait's here, and you can see the fish. The fish are here. They have just been in kind of a little bit of a funk and a weird mood. But I think it's going to all end here this week for these MLF guys, and I do hope it does. 87 pounds is my prediction. Comment below what you guys think you're gonna see. I think big fish of the tournament. Wouldn't surprise me if you see one over 10. And I think you're gonna see a lot of fish brought to the scales in that 7 to 8 pound range. Baggins. All right, they're up. It's steaming hot right now. No wind, stable weather. You cannot ask for better weather conditions to catch big Florida bass, especially down here on Lake Okeechobee. I'm gonna say 87 pounds, someone who mixes in a frog, spro popping frog, and or a black and blue swim jig as their moving bait. That's going to be my prediction. And throwing a Senko style bait, maybe like a Gambler Ace or a Gambler Burner Worm, even to something that'll move some water. Fishing that on 17 or 20 pound fluoro, fishing very slow behind everyone that's covering water in certain areas is going to win the tournament. That's my prediction, but we'll see. Anything can happen. It's Lake Okeechobee. So I appreciate you guys watching. Sorry this went on for a long time, 15 minutes, but just wanted to catch you guys up to speed on what's going on. And hopefully not too soon, but hopefully I have some free time here in the very near future to go out and film some content for you guys. It's getting hot, it's getting warm, and that means I might be able to break this bad boy out, my 7-Eleven Heavy Arc Invoker Pro, and go flip the 3/4 ounce jig on the buggies on the outside of Lake Okeechobee and boat swing some baggins for you guys, because that's what I'm getting amped to do whenever I get a day off to go fishing. But like, subscribe. I appreciate all you guys watching. I dearly appreciate all you guys booking trips and keeping food on my table. Until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Be sure to follow the Major League Fishing website. Be sure to follow all that and keep up what's going on Lake Okeechobee right now. It's going to be, I really think it's going to show out. And I'll probably post a video after it's all said and done. Show you guys I'll probably be at the weigh-in, I'm sure. My wife's actually going to be a camera boat. I'll be around and I'll keep you guys updated. Go to Tight Splice Charters Instagram page. I have an Instagram page. I have no followers on there for whatever reason. Follow Tight Splice Charters on Instagram. I'm constantly posting on there, and I'll be updating my story. I'll probably be following pros around and kind of keep you guys up to date with what's going on. It'll be real time, live feedback. So definitely check that out. Sorry for ranting so long. Appreciate you guys watching. See you on the next one.